Hi there. Welcome back to Unsilence Your Cell Phones. I've been gone for a while because of spring break and excuses and excuses and excuses, and it doesn't really matter. I've watched some good movies since I've been gone, and I've also gotten some good feedback. So I'm going to try to streamline my videos a little bit and make some little changes that you'll hopefully be able to see today, and, such and whatnot. Thanks for watching. Try one more time. Hi there, welcome back to Unsilence Your Cell Phones. So, I've been gone for a little while. You may have noticed, or you may not have because you don't care. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me. The reason is I've been gone on spring break and other excuses, so, that's been fun. I've watched some good movies. I've also gotten some really good feedback, so hopefully I'll use that to streamline my videos a little bit, and you'll maybe see that today. Thank you very much for watching. First off, a quick synopsis of the film. Ferris Bueller, a high school senior, takes the day off school and runs rampant through the city of Chicago with his girlfriend Sloane and his best friend Cameron. Time for some fun facts about Ferris Bueller's Day Off. First of all, John Hughes wrote this script in 6 days. That's amazing. As a person who's been working on a screenplay for 6 months and only has about 15 pages to show for it, that's freaking incredible. I almost cannot believe it. It is so awesome considering how good that movie is. Also, Charlie Sheen stayed awake for 48 hours to get that drugged out look for his scene. It kind of worked really well. I'm kind of impressed. I didn't think that would do that, but yeah, it worked well for him. Good on you, Charlie Sheen, for not actually doing drugs at that time in your life. And last but not least, the certain people during the parade scene were actually not cast characters. Like the window washer and the construction workers were just kind of dancing around, and they were just there, and John Hughes was like, hey, film those guys, they're kind of funny looking. And they ended up in the movie. Alright, now my top favorite things about this movie. Number one is how much it relies on the suspension of disbelief. It's really difficult for films to kind of get the balance right between, how much it should relate to real life, how much it should look like real life, and how much they can kind of get away with doing things that are a little out there and crazy that we'll just believe anyways because we realize that it's a movie, because kind of, that's just how it works. I think this film does it really well, especially with, Ferris talking directly to the camera at large points of the time, and we don't think of it as weird because it works with the movie, and we just kind of suspend our disbelief that someone would suddenly sidebar to nobody and just talk over to someone else and their friends would just not hear them for a little while. I think that's really odd. If you saw someone doing that in real life, you'd be very confused, but in the movie it works really well, and I really, really like that. Number two, the music. I am a huge music person. I love music of most kinds. There are certain things I don't like, but this is not a music podcast, so I won't talk about it. But I really like how they do musical contrast, different musical themes for different people, especially you kind of see it at the beginning where Ferris is trying to convince Cameron to go out, and Cameron's laying in bed sick, and he has this really low, somber music, and it cuts to Ferris, and Ferris is all, happy and lighthearted music, and it's really cool because it helps to kind of shape the characters, and it helps to kind of tell a story a little bit, which is really awesome when music is not exclusive to film, when they kind of work together to create one story. Number three, I love all the pop culture references. I think pop culture references in general are hilarious, and they will always be relevant in some way. My favorite one from this movie is probably when the car thieves are driving the Ferrari down the road to Chicago, and they come in slow motion, and you hear the Star Wars theme playing, and it's really reminiscent of the first Star Wars movie, and it's hilarious, and I love it. Now, with all the things I did love about this movie, there's some things that I didn't like, the biggest one being that so many of the characters had such great character development and character change over the course of the movie. Cameron starts standing up for himself. Sloane kind of makes her decision about the rest of her life. She's going to marry Ferris or whatever. His sister kind of comes to terms with the fact that, you know, maybe she should just get along with Ferris and all those other cool things. The thing that bugs me is that Ferris doesn't have much character change and his parents don't have much character change. And I think Ferris being the big important character, I realize that you don't necessarily need him to change in any way. But he's just kind of, I don't know, he's just kind of the focal point for the story. The story doesn't seem to be really about him, it just goes on around him. Because everyone else gets all that kind of great character development and he doesn't get any of it. And his parents are just kind of sticks in the mud and weird and dopey the whole time, which is kind of sad. But, you know, other than that, freaking fantastic movie. I highly recommend you see it. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I watch it when I'm sad or sick, and often when I'm happy and just need a good movie to watch. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, please like and subscribe. And if you didn't like that video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos, right here, wherever I put them, I'll put links in the video somewhere. And if there was anything that you really liked about this movie or anything you really didn't like about this movie, put it in the comments below. That's always really helpful because, you know, I like to hear your opinions too. Also, if there's any movies that you think I should watch, I'm always interested in watching new movies that I haven't heard of before or haven't seen before, so put those in the comments as well. I'll check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and unsilence your cell phones. Bye.